Hello guys, welcome to this video where I'm going to show you how to install WooCore. Now for those who don't know, we've recently just released WooCore for bricks. WooCore is one of our very popular products which has been around for quite a while using Oxygen Builder. And after popular demand, we've finally released it for bricks also. So like I said, I will be going through from start to finish how to install WooCore. Now we will need a few plugins. We will need, of course, Core Framework. We will need WooCommerce, since this is all e-commerce based. We will need a plugin like Fluent Snippets, because there will be some CSS and PHP. And then there's a couple of optional plugins that we will install as well. So let's go and install those plugins now. So the first plugin I'm going to install here will be Core Framework. The next plugin we need will be WooCommerce. So let's go and add WooCommerce here. So when you install WooCommerce, you'll be presented with this onboarding here. I'm just going to skip the guided setup for now. And it doesn't let me skip the location, unfortunately, so let's just do Tokyo here. Alright, so the next plugin I'm going to install will be Fluent Snippets. Now this one is free, that's why I recommend installing this one. But similar plugins work just fine if you use WP Codebox, that might be even better. But for now, let's just go ahead and install Fluent Snippets. Okay, and there's another two plugins which is recommended on our documentation here, additional plugins, and the first one is custom reviews for WooCommerce. So let's add this plugin here, and that will be the first one here with the star. And the last plugin is going to be variation swatches for WooCommerce. Okay, so that should be the plugins. Now, since we're already here, let's just go ahead and look at what we need to do for these. So for the customer reviews, what we'll need to do is enable the shortcodes. So let's go to that. So reviews and settings, we'll go to the shortcodes tab here and just make sure that this one is enabled. Go to the bottom and save changes. And for the variation swatches, let's go to settings. And as it says here, let's uncheck this one and we'll make sure that this one here is checked. So enable default style sheet, we will disable that one and then just make sure that this one is checked here. Save all changes. Next, let's set up our core framework. So let's go to core framework. And if this is your first time, you'll be presented with our onboarding here. Now for WooCore, make sure that full experience is selected and we'll continue. And while we're here, actually bricks needs to be installed, but we can do that later, no problem. So we'll come back to this, click continue. And just for now, we can just click finish here. Save changes. And what I'm going to do now is add our core file, woocore.core. So this will be available from your download after your purchase of WooCore for bricks. So let's just go to manage project and then under import, we'll click here and please locate the .core file. And once you've selected your file, you'll see the different colors available here. Please click overwrite all and then save changes. All right, so let's go to appearance and themes. Now I've gone ahead and installed bricks already, as well as the child theme. And all I'm going to do now is just activate the child theme. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and activate my license. Okay, and the next thing I need to do is just get rid of this stuff here. So I'm going to go to custom code and go through everything here. All right. So you'll notice because we've installed WooCommerce, we have a new tab here, WooCommerce. In our example WooCore website, we did not touch any of these settings here. So please don't worry about this for now. But what we will need to do is go to General, and I'm going to make sure that this one here, Query Filters, is checked. We will need this and save settings. And then I think under Builder, we also need to check this one here, render dynamic data text on canvas, just so that we can see the dynamic data. And for now, that's okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is add our global CSS and PHP inside of Fluent Snippets. All right, so let's go ahead and click on create your first snippet. And I'm going to select here styles CSS. And then from the documentation, we can go to the bricks required CSS. Now this is quite long. I'm just going to click copy here, paste everything into here, and I'll give it a snippet name as well. Create snippet, and then don't forget to activate. I sometimes forget to click that. Now let's go back to the top and we'll add another snippet. This time we'll do functions PHP. And then let's grab the PHP here. This is our cat fragments, so it's going to give us the ability to add a cat counter. Now, I am aware in Bricks there is a built-in cat counter, but what we did for the Bricks conversion is just basically copied everything from our Oxygen version. So I'll give this a name as well and create snippet. And then don't forget to activate it as well. All right, so now we have those two. Let me just go back to the documentation and I'm just going to check everything here. Yep, so we do have theme styles that we can also import into Bricks. Now we've not opened Bricks yet, so that's okay. We will do this in the next step. So on the documentation, just right click on this one. And what you can do is save link as, and that will download as a JSON file. And we're going to need this in the next step. So what we'll need to do first is go to Bricks settings. And now we're going to go to templates and we need to import the WooCore templates. So for the name, I'm just going to call this WooCore. And then from your dashboard, once again, you will have a URL and a password to use here. So please just paste those over here and then click on Save Changes. Okay, so I've just gone ahead and added that. And before we do open up a template, let's just go back to Core Framework and make sure that our Bricks integration add-on is enabled. All right, and then save changes. And now we are ready to set up our pages and our templates. So let's go to Bricks templates and add new template. We'll start with the header and footer. So let's do the header first, and then don't forget to set header here also, publish, and then we'll edit with Bricks. I'm going to open this in a new tab, and then at the same time, I'm going to add our footer. All right, so let's open up the header first of all, and now we should be able to access our templates. And I'm just going to filter this down here to header, and I'm going to import this. Make sure that import images is checked, and let's insert. So this template contains a theme style. Would you like to import it? Now you could click yes here. So I'm just going to save this and refresh just to make sure our theme settings is working properly. All right, so it says nothing found. So what I'm going to do is we'll just create a new one and we'll use the JSON that we previously downloaded. So you can see WooCore imported, so we'll close and then we'll just select it from here and just save changes once again. Now you'll notice here that there's no nav menu found. That's okay, we can add that in a second. But as you can see, we can change the toggle here and everything is working very well. So let's go to our footer and we'll also add the footer. So here's the footer. All right, so here's the footer. And everything looks to be working well. So let's go to edit in WordPress and we can just go ahead and set up this nav menu now in WordPress. So let's go to appearance menus and I'm just going to call this sub menu. And on our example site, we have about us, help and stores. So let's just create those as custom links for now. All right, so if I just double check our header template, make sure that that was added. All right, so after actually saving the menu, I do actually see it now, so that's all good. All right, so the next thing we can do is add the rest of our templates. But first, I want to add a home page. Now, we will need to set up a couple of dummy products just so that you can see query loops working. So I'm just going to go ahead and set up everything for the product. Now, there are some more prerequisites, because we do need to set up some attributes and categories. So I'm going to go ahead and add these right now before adding the actual products. So the first attribute I'm going to add here will be size. And we'll also add color. Now we will be using these in the product variations. So for size, I'm just going to configure some very quick sizes. We'll just do small, medium and large to keep things simple. And then let's go back to colors. And once again, we'll keep things simple. We'll just do black, red, and white. All right, so that's going to be our attributes. Next, I want to add some categories. All right, that looks good to me. So now let's just add a couple of products only just to keep things nice and short. So I'm going to go ahead and create a product here. And I'm just going to go ahead and call this sneaker 1. And I'm just going to copy and paste some text from our original. Now here, I'm going to choose a variable product. And in here, let's go to attributes. And here, click existing, and we'll go to size. And now what we can do, because we've already created the attributes under products, we can just select them from here. So let's do small, medium, and large. I'm going to save attributes, and then in variations, we can generate them. Just click OK, and then we'll give them a price. And then for this, I'm just going to set a product image and one image in the gallery. Publish. And that's our first product created. Now let's just go ahead and duplicate this one. And we'll just change a couple of things inside here. And for this one, let's just create a simple product just to show you the difference. And we'll do a regular price of 90, sale price 85, for example. And we'll go ahead and publish this one as well. All right, cool. So we have a couple of products set up now. Let's go to pages, and also in settings, I just want to make sure in reading that I have a home page set. So I'll do that here. So let's go and choose sample page, save. And then here, sample page, just do a quick edit, and we'll call this home. All right, update, and now let's edit this one with bricks. Okay, so in the home page, what we can do is go to templates, and you can see that we have 4 examples of home pages. Now you can choose the one that you like. I'm going to go ahead and just choose home 1 and insert. So as you can see, we have some unsigned code. So just click on this, sign all. All right, so I'm going to scroll down, make sure everything is in place. All right, now please don't worry about this. It will look okay on the front end. So I'm just going to save it, and we'll take a quick look. So as you can see, we have the products here, which look quite nice. Now this one, it says select options because this is a variable product. This will take you to the single page. And then this one has adds to cart. Now, as you can see, cart is empty. If I click on this one, we get the check mark here, and it's been added to the cart, as you can see. So pretty good. Everything looks to be working. Dark mode is also working quite nice. So far so good. So let's go ahead and create our next pages. I've just noticed also we have uncategorized. So let's just go ahead and put our sneakers in the sneaker category. So I'm just going to do a quick edit here and change to sneakers. And in the categories section, you might want to add an image. So let's just do edit here, and we'll do a thumbnail, and we'll just use one of our pictures here of sneakers. Update that. And now on the front end, if I refresh this, we can see that we have 2 items in sneakers with our new thumbnail. All right, so let's go back to bricks templates. Let's add new template. And as you can see, we have a lot of WooCommerce templates here. So first, let's add our cat, and we'll call this cat. Publish, and once again, we'll edit with bricks. And from templates, we can search cat, and as you can see, we have a cat empty and cat. Now the one we need for this template is cat. I'll insert this and save the page. Next, we'll add the cat empty. So add a new template, cat empty. Be sure to check it from here, empty cat, publish, and edit with bricks once again. Templates, search cat empty. We'll add this one. All right, and let's save this and let's check it out. So I'll just refresh the home page here. All right, so we'll click on view cart. So what we'll need to do, as you can see, this is why I'm making this video, because of things like this. We'll just need to go to the Gutenberg backend and change the shortcode. So let's go to pages, all pages. We need to open up the cart page here, and we'll need to delete all of this. So I'm just pressing Command A. All right, and now what we need to do is add a shortcode. So as you can see, per Brix's documentation here, we need to add this shortcode, WooCommerce cart. So let's write that shortcode here, save, and now fingers crossed the cart should be working, as you can see. And if I remove this item, we get our cart empty template coming through. So that's the cart set up. Next, let's add our checkout. So add new template. This will be called checkout, and let's select it from here as well. Checkout, publish, and edit with bricks. We'll go to our templates, just search for checkout, and insert. I'll save this, and we will need to once again go to the Gutenberg backend. So let's just do that now. So we'll go to pages, checkout, and once again, we will need to use a shortcode. Save, And now let's take a look. All right, so now if I proceed to checkout, you can see that we have our new checkout layout. Very nice. So the next big pages or templates that we need to add will be the shop archive page and the single product template as well. So let's go ahead and add those now. So once again, let's go to Bricks templates, add new template. First, let's set up a archive page. So product archive. And we'll need to select a WooCommerce product archive. Be sure not to select this one. I've done this by accident before, but we need to choose WooCommerce product archive. We'll publish it and edit with Bricks. So you'll notice in our templates for WooCore, if I go to archive, we have 5 available. So I'm going to choose product archive 2. This is one of my personal favorites. So I'm just going to click insert and just assign these custom codes here, assign all. And I'm just going to save this, see what this looks like on the front end. So as you can see, we basically have a working archive page from the get-go. Now, because I didn't select the color attributes for these products here, that's why it's not showing up. So all you need to do is go back to the product page, and inside the product page, just give the color attributes or variations to these products. So that's the product archive. And the next thing I'm going to do is create our single product template. This is what it looks like by default, but let's go and add our own. So add new template, single product, and we'll select it from here as well. All right, so here is our single product templates. I'm going to go ahead and choose, actually, I'm going to do single one. Okay, and what I'm going to do is just sign everything here, sign all. And now let's populate the content so that we can see what's going on. So I'll go to settings, template settings, populate content. This is a single post, post type, or single post, sorry. We'll need to type, start typing sneaker, and you can see sneaker 1 product. We'll just click on this one and apply the preview. All right, so a couple of things I've noticed here is these buttons are not the way they should be looking, and also the reviews. We need to change just one more thing, and I will update the documentation for this. So let's go back, and first thing we need to change is reviews. Go to settings, and then we need to go to review extensions, and then make sure the visual style is set to CusRev. So that's the first thing we need to change. And then finally, let's go to the swatches settings here, and we do actually need to make sure that this one is enabled. So that's my bad. So save changes. And now on the front end, everything should look like this. So I'll just refresh that one more time. So yeah, we'll need to do that. And then here, the review section should look better. But basically, yes, here we have installed Splide. This should be working out of the box along with the adds to cart as well. So just make sure that's working. Should be 2, yeah. All right, so we have our cart, we have an empty cart, we have our checkout, and we have our product archive, as well as single product templates all set up. So the next things to do basically is just continue to go through the Bricks templates. So add new template. So just make sure to go through all of these. Now, this is going to make the video super long, but basically, yeah, you just set up the templates here, edit with Bricks, and then we will have the corresponding templates for you to add. And it should be simple enough. The only ones I wanted to show you are the main pages, especially the cart and checkout, because there's a couple of things we had to change in the Gutenberg editor. But all of these should be pretty straightforward. Now, one extra thing I would like to show you is the account setup. So if you go to Bricks' documentation here, it talks about how to set up the account builder. So the most important thing basically is to set up the main account on the page itself. So let's navigate to all pages. And this is basically a WooCommerce page. So you can see here my account page. We will need to edit this directly. So edit with Bricks on this page. And then what we can do, once again, go to templates, just search account here. And the one we need for this is account dashboard. So we'll insert this one and just save that. And now what we can do is add all of these pages here, the remaining pages, sorry, in the templates. So let's go back to WordPress. We'll go back here, go to Bricks, templates. And now what we can do is add a new template, and then we can continue to add all of the other sections here, except for this one. Now you'll notice here, I've just added the WooCommerce login page, and we have this message here: account creation on my account page is not enabled. So in WooCommerce settings, we can enable this one. So here under accounts and privacy in WooCommerce, we can just make sure that this one is checked here, save changes. And now you can see this is working. Now, don't worry, it looks like this in the template, but on the front end, it will look better because this will be embedded on the My Account page. Okay guys, so I've gone ahead and set up all of those templates. Now if I show you here templates, we can see a number of templates have been set up. So I did show it on video. It will be sped up just to save on time, but here is the result. Now, one thing I've just noticed is if I go here to visit store, this by default is going to go to my URL/shop, and this is not the archive that we set up. So what we'll need to do is we'll open up the archive template that we created and just change a couple of things. So here's my product archive. I'm going to edit with bricks. And what I'm going to do is go to settings, we'll go to template settings, and in conditions, we'll need to set up in here archive, and the archive type I'm going to set to post type, and I can also choose from here categories and tags as well. So if I'm looking at a category page, it's also going to use the same style. For the archive post type, we need to select products, and that's all I'm going to do for that. So I'm just going to save changes here. And then I go back to my shop page and refresh just to make sure we have our new archive page. Perfect. So let's try from start to finish. I'm just going to go to WooCommerce and set up a payment method. And I'm just going to enable cash on delivery so that we can actually buy one of our products. All right, so let's go back to the home page and we'll try this from start to finish. So let's go to this single product page. I'm going to add a small sneaker and let's add that to cart. You see here, this has been added to our cart. And I'm going to go here, view cart. Now, one thing that is custom here, we've added an automatic addition here. So typically with WooCommerce, there's a button here which says update cart, but we've added it automatically with each click. Proceed to checkout. And I'm just going to fill in some dummy data here. Okay, and I'm just going to click here on place order. So here is one of our custom made thank you pages. And now what I'm going to do is go to my account page. So here it is. This is my default dashboard. My orders will show up here. I can view it. This is my order. Now downloads, this will be empty. If you have digital products available for download and someone's purchased it, then they will show up right here. As you can see, the address that I just used shows up here. Edit billing address. This is another custom page, account details. And finally, the logged out state. So let's have a look. Now, because the website is set to coming soon, I will just need to change this to live so we can actually view the logged out state. And once again, my account. And here is the login page. So there you have it, guys. That is WooCore. And if you have any questions, please do let us know. We do hope this video proves to be useful for you, and we will be waiting in support should you need our assistance at all. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we will see you again very soon in the next one.